Yep, chat. Yeah, chat. Welcome to the live. I'm up. Woke up way earlier than I'm supposed to wake up, so nah. But I mean, sometimes when it comes to doing what you gotta do, bro, you don't really need to, you know, have any permission. Sometimes you just gotta get up, take the necessary actions. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, uh, getting up early is recommended. You know, given the fact that you sleep early. You know what I'm saying? If you don't sleep early, then you waking up early becomes a problem. You know, but sometimes it's like all about diet. It's all about the things that you eat. Sometimes the things that you eat or the things that you put into your body are the things that guarantee the stability of your circadian rhythm, right? Because you have to have a stable circadian rhythm, right? Meaning that when it comes for sleep, you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because there's time for sleep, and then there's time for waking up, right? So sometimes if you have, you know, certain factors of your diet improved, you're able to see your body perform differently. You're able to see your body just do the things that it does automatically. I'm saying it now. It becomes interesting. It becomes interesting. How the body tends to work for some people, for some of us. And you know they want to talk about voodoo. They want to talk about things that are external. Nah, diet. Something that's as simple as diet. You know what I'm saying? What you eat. What you put into your body. That right there influences the amount of energy that your body. My gosh, bro. Oh my word. Well, that right there influences um the rate at which your body and your cells perform. What you put into your body, what you eat, the amount of sugar that you decide to cut off, because even if sugar is a thing, if you decide to cut it off or to limit its consumption, your body will thank you. Your body will thank you. you know, um, if you start opting for things like garlic more, things like peppers more, you know, um, um, sorghum, you know, uh, kale, mushrooms. I'm thinking, my diet. I'm thinking of like altering my diet. So real talk. I've been thinking about it for a long time. So because what you eat, what you put in your body, influences the performance of your body, influences the performance of your brain. It influences the amount of energy that you have, the amount of energy that you produce. Of course, in South Africa, of course, it's about 26 minutes past 5. Um, and I'm up. You know, uh, I woke up like it was like 4:30. You know, uh, something like morning. Yeah, 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, I strongly believe that I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't been paying close attention to the rate at which I eat sugar, the amount of sugar that I consume, because believe me, I track the amount of sugar that I put into my body. You know, um, Yeah, the years, have went by, and I'm a bit older now. Of course, the fundamental part, of course, being that I'm older now, I mustn't live as recklessly as I used to. Feel me? I'm not that old, but I am older. Uh, 27 years old. You know, so what I do to my body, there are things that I still wanna quit. I'm just gonna be open, guys, because some of you guys really view me. So I'm just gonna be open. There are things that I wanna quit. There are things that I wanna let go of. There are mindsets that I no longer wanna adopt. And the reason why I always preach, a sense of discipline, a sense of power, a sense of um um wow, bro. Hi, man. How you doing? I can't quite pronounce your name, but um Kiatun. I believe that's the only word that I'm able to call. Kiatun. Right. Kiatun, something like that. Uh City Nor, something like that. And then there's Dago Berlili. Dago Berlili. Dago Berlili. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much. So, mm, 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 mm. Um, City Nor Kiatun. Yeah, something like that. And Dago Berlili. Yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you very much. So, even me myself, right, having spoken of diet, watching what you put into your body, there are things that I want to wish to let go of. You know what I'm saying? And well, I wouldn't say, yeah, actually let go of, because ultimately what you put into your body as a human being, as a normal human being, it that has, it presents side effects. Uh if not monitored, of course, it presents side effects. So even me, I have my own habits that I want to let go of. You get what I'm saying? And I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm taking it one step at a time. But as for the amount of sugar that I put in my body and all that, like, I'm 10 toes. Best believe that I'm 10 toes. And not to even mention, it's the education of like sugar and its like side effects. You know, um, it should be there should be more budgets that are prioritized towards educating or making people aware of the effects of sugar on the body. Of course, if not monitored, you feel me? Because that's what I believe, that to a degree, when you are depleted, you do need sugar. So I do have an opinion that is such, but at the same time, I'm for the opinion of um I don't know, monitoring or something, or keeping it stable. I'm all for keeping it stable. I'm all for neutrality. I'm all for, you know, um, you know, I'm all about keeping it minimalistic. I'm all about minimalism. Feel me? Not many people are a fan of minimalism. I'm a fan of minimalism. I'm all about keeping it minimal. Even my room is minimal, you know, because I feel like if I, you know, begin stuffing my room or my space with so many things, I feel like I'm gonna just lose my mind. So I'm all about the minimalism, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to I want to be able to um relate easily, coordinates. I want to be able to relate easily how I do things. I just want to be able to be self-sufficient. You feel me? Um, um, Without any obscurities, because I feel like if I decorate my room with this, decorate it with that, I feel like there are gonna be a lot of obscurities. There are gonna be things that I leave hanging, and I'm just gonna forget. So, having spoken on diet and food and monitoring the level of sugar, um, I just feel, I've felt this effect. I don't know about anybody else, but during the days of high sugar consumption, I tend to feel a certain sensation in my body, and it's really weird and uncomfortable. You feel me? And then during the days where I'm monitoring how I'm consuming sugar, my body doesn't feel as worn out, you know, as it feels in the previous days. You know, that is to say, I myself have personally, um, you know, consumed sugar, over consumed it. And with me having over consumed it, I have literally felt sensations in my body that let me know, that signal to me that I have consumed too much sugar. So the so with the sugar thing, it's not even something that I'm trying to quote from the TV or from a commercial. It's something that I felt in my body, you know, that nah. This sugar, it's not even a matter of like stomach cramps and whatever, but it's like a matter of like, feeling a bit weaker, or, you know, feeling a bit, of course, nauseous, feeling like I'm about to puke, and then not even a matter of stomach aches, but just I don't know, a cellular type of response, a cellular response. I don't know what to call it, bro. But sugar, over consuming it, dog. I'm telling you, yeah, maybe I think they call it a crash. I think that's what it's called. It's called a crash. So I guess within having felt this crash, I was able to tell that nah. I really, really have to be in the position to monitor the amount of sugar that I consume. Not in to say, uh, letting go of sugar entirely. Oh my gosh, excuse me for that. Yawning. I woke up recently, I was asleep, and I'm feeling great actually. I don't really feel as crappy as I do. In many of my mornings, I feel really really awesome. I guess that is due to me monitoring the level of sugar that I eat first of all, and then number two, diet. I also squeeze in some fasting in between. Of course, I haven't let go of certain things. That's very messed up. I really wonder how my future is gonna end up. But I squeeze in some fasting. In the mornings I usually don't eat. I do eat in some mornings, but it's not really like big portions and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Breakfast to me has to be the most natural, um, form of grain possible. Breakfast for me, it has to be the most natural form of grain possible. Oatmeal, sorghum, you feel me? Uh, pretty much along those lines. Pretty much along those lines, right? I don't have a blender. I would have blended up some fruits, with some milk, just do something very diverse. But I don't have a blender. So, but then the most natural form of breakfast for me would rather be oatmeal or sorghum. and nothing else. The rest, I feel like the rest is just too modified, too edited, too much of everything. That's how I feel about the rest, you know. And yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'd recommend sorghum because I myself, right? I feel it doing wonders for my body. I feel it doing miracles for my body. I'd recommend sorghum. I'd recommend sorghum. Um, High in vitamins, you know, um, high in anti-inflammatory agents. I'd recommend sorghum. Real talk. You know. I don't know if some of you guys be looking around and observing carefully. Not all of us can afford certain, you know, menus. Not all of us are in the position to afford certain menus. So why not sorghum? Why not sorghum? Feel me, as a substitution. And that's exactly what I did. Personally, that's exactly what I did. I chose sorghum as a substitution, and I've been just on my miracle run ever since. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the substantiation of like it being a grass, whatever, and yeah, yada yada yada. It doesn't cause me to itch either. You get what I'm saying? I know that sorghum is a grass. It's even covered as that, a grass. But it doesn't make me itch. One thing that I can say, it doesn't make me itch. Um, Ever since I started eating sorghum, I just get the most of the energy. Um, I get most of the energy, from the food sources that I consume. You know, Ever since I started eating sorghum, I just get the most out of all the food sources that I consume. You feel me? If I have some chicken, it's not totally entirely for nothing. If I have some beef, it isn't entirely for nothing. That is to say, the rate at which I absorb food ever since I started eating sorghum is too dapper. It's too amazing. It's too amazing. So I know that there's a talk that yeah, sorghum can be harmful to humans. It's a grass and all that. Well, I just want to highlight something. It doesn't harm me. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't feel itchy. It doesn't feel anything. As a matter of fact, I enjoy my foods more. Ever since I started eating sorghum, every food that I have, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy every food that I have ever since I started eating sorghum. So I have my own personal anecdotes. You feel me? About sorghum. Feel me? So so yeah. And I also read up on garlic. Not only just have read up on it only. I've I've consumed it. The garlic. I've consumed it, and yeah, I've felt what I felt. Everything that I've ever done in my life is an anecdote. You know, it's an anecdote, and it's not all on what I saw on TV or what was being broadcast to me. Everything that I ever did in life, I've experienced it. I felt every tingle of my body, you know, um, tell a story. I felt every rush of my blood, you know, convey a certain frequency in my body, about the things that I eat, about the things that I put in my body. Feel me? Um, uh, I don't know about y'all, but I don't eat much fried foods. Fried foods. I don't eat much fried foods. I don't eat much fried foods. Um, Gia Jira Sermona, right? Gia Jira Sermona, right? Welcome, Gia. So me, I don't really eat because I have cravings. I eat to sustain my body. I eat to sustain and keep my gut, you know, alive. You feel me? Like I eat to keep my microflora thriving. You feel me? Right, Shira. Nice meeting you, Shira. Nice meeting you. So I eat to keep myself alive. I don't eat because I have cravings. I don't eat because um I have to make friends over a meal, supposedly, and even though that is true. But you know how it goes sometimes. It's like you have to be pressurized to overbuy, or overspend, or overeat, or overdo things sometimes because yeah, I have friends. I have to make friends. Well, there are no friends when it comes to your gut health. There are no friends when it comes to your intestinal health. There are no friends. So and remember, you're not aging. You're getting older. So what you eat now, how you eat, influences how you're gonna be when you're older. So me, I don't know about anybody else. Judging the fact that I've been monitoring, I've been monitoring my sugar, the rate at which I consume sugar. You feel me? And it's not like I've cut it off entirely. It's not like I've cut sugar off entirely. It's not like I don't even eat cookies. I have a tendency of eating cookies, but what I'm saying is that there are days where I'm gonna really just cut eating cookies off altogether. And within me having cut those cookies off within maybe those 3 days, I swear, anecdotally so, I swear, bro, my performance, my mind, my body, you can't see it, but you feel me? Dapper. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Amazing. You feel me? So, yeah, man, sometimes you just got to make choices for yourself, by yourself, without the doctor, without prescriptions, without entire prescriptions of pills. Sometimes you just got to learn how to make the decisions for yourself. I simply mastered all that. And not entirely everything, right? Because there are certain habits that I haven't let go of. You feel me? So, ish, mastering myself, it's hard. It's hard, yeah. But I'm just taking it one step at a time, making small strides, baby steps, as they put it, as we put it, you know. Um, but yeah, yeah, real talk. Um, I guess that I'm just gonna have to do myself a favor and let go of that thing, or try to let go of the thing that I'm mentioning right now. Because to be frank, yeah, yeah, my life is like really at a standstill because of this particular thing that I'm not mentioning for now. You feel me? But other blueprints, I'm very much aware of them, and I live by them every day. Best believe that. Yeah, I live by them every day. The amount of sugar that I eat, um, I don't, alcohol. I don't actually drink alcohol, and I'm not even better than anybody else, you know, who drinks it. But I don't drink alcohol, and I wouldn't want to think myself of as better than people who drink alcohol because, hey, Baba, I have my own mistakes as well, bro. That's the thing. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Even if there's a Ferrari, even if there's a big house, even if the Ferrari is rented, even if the house is theirs, perfection doesn't exist. Antoine, perfection does not exist. Perfection does not exist. And I have my own problems as well. You feel me? You know, uh, You know, being an occupant of the world, being an occupant of the world, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whatever you identify as, yeah, you're gonna have problems, man. You're gonna have obstacles. You're gonna encounter complications. You are gonna encounter complications. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Problems don't have tags. Problems don't come with tags. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whatever you identify as, yeah, you are still going to have problems. You feel me? You're still gonna have loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of problems. You understand? And the problems that you have are not a matter of waiting for somebody to help you or waiting for somebody to make your life better, as most as most modern women often phrase it. It's not a matter of someone making your life better. It's a matter of you getting up and taking action now, not later. Now, young child. But anyways, Busakariasha, that's it for now. And thank you to the ones that were active on the chats. Thank you to the ones who tuned in. But for now, Zanbona Busakariasha, on the next one. You know what's going on though.